Welcome to the ONPAR Mathematics Testlet. There are 5 mathematic tasks. Each task has more than one question and screen. This tutorial will explain how to use the on-screen supports and features of this test. The Testlet begins with an introductory screen that explains some of the on-screen help. You will see a speaker when there are words on the screen. This button lets you hear the words read to you. When you click the English button, the instructions will be read out loud. This button lets you hear the words read to you in a different language. On this screen, you can pick one language other than English in which you would like to hear the words read to you. You do not have to choose another language. There are several different help buttons and features on this test. You can use these if you choose to. The green buttons show you how to answer the question, and the pink buttons give you information on how to use the on-screen calculator, computer keyboard, and how to show your work. We'll talk about these buttons in this tutorial. Now let's take a closer look at some example questions. Here's an example of how a question may appear on the test. Let's explore the navigation bar. The navigation bar appears on every screen, and you will use it to move through the questions on the test. This is the play button. Click it to replay an animation or begin a question. You can click this more than once. This is the forward button. Click it when you want to move ahead to the next screen. This is the back button. It takes you back to the previous screen. This is the reset button. You can click the reset button when you want to clear your answer and try again. This is the submit button. You have to click the submit button when you are finished with the test. Not all of the buttons are active at the same time. When you can't use a button, it will appear faded on the navigation bar. During any point of the test, you can go back and forth between screens to change your answers to the questions. The test questions for each task are at the top of the screen. When you see underlined blue words in the question, you can roll over them with your mouse to see what they mean. When you see a speaker button, you can click the English button to hear the question in English.
How much does one ball weigh?
You can click the translate button to hear the question in the language you choose.
¿Cuánto pesa una bola?
When you see a text button, you can click Read More if you want to read the same test question with more words. But you don't need to read the Read More text to understand the question. The green icon shows you how to submit your answer to different types of test questions. Click the green icon to watch an animation showing you how to submit your answer. The numbers in the bottom left corner tell you what task you are on. The numbers in the bottom right corner tell you how many screens each task has and which one you are on. Click on the pink instruction button for special directions. The instructions button explains how you can answer the test question.
The chart below explains how you can use the on-screen calculator or your computer keyboard to answer each question. See each line in the table for instructions. Can I type numbers? Can I type symbols? Green means yes, red means no.
For this question, you type the answer in the box or use the on-screen keypad. You can change your answer by clicking the reset button or the backspace key. If you click the reset button, all your answers will be erased. If you click the backspace button, you can change part of your answer without losing the rest of your work. When you are finished answering the question, click the forward button to move on to the next question. Let's look at a couple more examples of tasks. There are several different kinds of questions on this test. The navigation bar is the same on each screen, and the same types of help buttons are available for different questions. If you're not sure how to answer a question, remember that the green button shows you how to respond. In this question, you have to move each picture to one of the blank spaces with a question mark to complete your answer. The color coding shows which items can be dragged into which spaces. You can change your answer by clicking the reset button or by moving the pictures to another square or back to start. In this question, you can use your calculator or keyboard to type in numbers. The answer space is yellow with a gray question mark. In some questions, there is more than one answer space. The first answer space is highlighted yellow. If you move your cursor to another blank answer space, the space will turn yellow. Notice the calculator in this question. When the cursor is in the first answer space, only the operations keys on the calculator are active. When you move the cursor to the other blank answer space, the box will turn yellow and only the number keys are active on the calculator. This is a different kind of question where you show your work. The instructions button explains how you can answer the test question by using the calculator and the computer keyboard.
The chart below explains how you can use the on-screen calculator or your computer keyboard to answer each question. See each line in the table for instructions. Can I type numbers? Can I type operations? Can I type symbols? Can I type words? Can I type pictures? Green means yes, red means no.
If you type a letter or symbol that is not allowed, you'll see a red stop sign appear next to the box. The Show Your Work button explains how you need to put each step of your answer on a separate line so the computer can score it.
Put each step of your answer on a new line. Answers may have one step or more than one step. See below for an example. Add the fractions and reduce your answer. Show your work. Use the return button on the on-screen calculator or the enter key on the computer keyboard to start a new line.
The answer in this example has 2 steps, and each step is on one line. If you need to go back and change part of your answer, you can insert your cursor and use the backspace button on the calculator or the computer keyboard and retype your answer. If you want to erase all your work and start over, you can also use the reset button. If you use the reset button, your whole answer will be cleared. Let's practice putting one step of the answer on each line. If you want to change part of your answer, you can put your cursor on the part you want to change and then use the backspace button on the calculator or the computer keyboard to erase and then re-enter your work. If you want to erase all your work and start over, click the reset button to clear everything in the yellow box. This is the review page. It shows you pictures of all the questions on this test. You can go back to any question by clicking the picture if you want to review or change your answer. When you click the Submit button, the Testlet will take you back to this review page. The yellow flags show questions you have partially completed. The red flag shows questions you have not answered at all. The green flag shows questions that you have answered completely. You can go back and answer or change questions with yellow, red, and green flags. When you are finished reviewing or changing your work, you can click the check mark on the navigation bar on the review page to submit all your final answers. Once you click this button on the review page, you can't go back and change answers. A score report describing your results on the test will appear. Thank you for taking the ONPAR Math Testlet tutorial.